MLB The Show's coverage of Major League Baseball is on the air. Today we've got a good matchup in store between the Detroit Tigers and the Chicago White Sox. The Palehose vie for a key series sweep against a fellow wild card contender, and we'll have it for you next. Lucas Giolito starts the game on the mound for the third and final game of the series. What's your take on him, Dan?
Well, what comes with Lucas Giolito, a big arm, 95 to 100 miles an hour, hard-breaking slider. One of the issues Giolito has had is not a lot of swings and misses, so we'll be able to watch him early on to see if he brings some swings and misses, and if he does, it should be a powerful outing for Giolito.
Now batting, Victor Reyes. He will lead this one off today. Underway now in the Sunday finale as the first pitch today is taken for strike one. Fellas, these White Sox, as they enter play today, they've been playing some pretty good baseball of late as they've won 6 of their last 8 games.
Yeah, Matty. Dan, this team is playing well. They're getting closer in the division race. I guess my question to you, I want to ask you, did you find that you started to really pitch better as the summer months started to get hotter?
No doubt about it. Not only does his team start feeling better, but I think you get a good vibe starting to roll throughout the clubhouse. You realize that the schedule is starting to wind itself down. Every game is more important. The bigger the game, hopefully the better you play. And this team's been playing some really good baseball lately.
With that, let's get you a look at the starting 9 for the Tigers. Mark DeRosa, what's the key in avoiding the sweep?
Matty, this lineup screams it needs an overhaul. When you're last in the league in on-base percentage, you're not doing a lot of things very well. You're not giving quality at bats. You're not being professional at the plate and forcing the opposition to be on their heels at all. Empty base paths consistently lead to a lot of zeros on the scoreboard.
And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0. Just a perfect afternoon for baseball. 80 degrees under clear blue skies. The 2-0. Skied into straightaway right. Engel is there, 2 down.
Batting third, the first baseman, Miguel Cabrera.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and that brings in Miguel Cabrera. Here comes the first pitch.
You could bet he wants that one back at the plate right now. That's a pitch you normally see a guy drive if he has the right approach going.
Line to the right side. And that is in there for a 2-out base knock.
Last pitch was a fastball, tries to double up with the same piece of cheese, and it gets turned around. Nice piece of hitting.
Here's C.J. Cron now. He gets a shot to hit here in the inning following the 2-out single.
Yeah, and that hit might not amount to much, but anytime you can extend an inning and give a guy with plenty of pop a chance to swing it, the outlook of an inning changes dramatically.
Here's the first pitch to him.
Ball in.
And set up behind the plate is Kenny Jansen as you see the rest of the umpiring crew there.
Hey, the book on Kenny Jansen, D-Row, not a very big zone, but he will give you that low pitch below the knees.
Yeah, and he's consistent. You're okay with that as an offensive player. He wants to give that pitch below the knees. If this pitcher can execute consistently, you better make the adjustment.
Now the 2-0 home.
I got 3-0.
If I'm managing this hitter right here, he doesn't even have to look down at the third base coach. You know he's got the green light. He's one of the best hitters in your lineup.
3-0 pitch is looked at for the first strike.
Got to believe he had the green light in that situation. 2 outs, 3-0 count. This guy can certainly handle the bat. That's a perfect situation to let him loose. but I love the fact that he's keyholed in a certain area, and it wasn't what he was looking for.
Throw on to second for the force, and the side is retired. So no runs on a hit here, no errors, one man left on. Tigers nothing, White Sox coming up. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Spencer Turnbull, a right-hander from Alabama, gets the starting assignment. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, every team needs a pitcher like this one here. His numbers aren't going to blow you away. Career ERA just under 4. But one thing he does, he takes the ball every 5 days, throws strikes, and gives his team a chance to win every single time he goes out there. He'll be fun to watch in this one here today.
Standing in, Leury Garcia. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. In there, strike one. So, fellas, these Tigers, as they begin play here today, they have not been playing their best baseball of late as they've dropped 4 of their last 5.
Yeah, Matty, this team has taken it on the chin the first 2 games of this series, getting blown out in each game. They need a better effort in this one.
No doubt about it. I think things haven't gone their way, and this is the time to turn things around now, Dero. It's been an ugly series up to this point, and they need to turn it around pronto today.
Windup and the 0-2 pitch. Curveball, strike 3 called, and he didn't like it, but there's the first out.
Well, that call looked like it was a little in the pitcher's favor, but it wasn't outrageous. Hey, listen, calling balls and strikes is a really tough job, and even the best are going to miss some from time to time, especially when they're sort of borderline like that last one. Not sure the hitter would want to hear that, though.
First pitch on its way. Yoan Moncada stands in as he looks at ball 1 here. The 1-0. And that fastball's too much for him there. 1-2.
Threw that fastball right by him. He had no chance to get the barrel of that one.
Popped him up. Romine is there. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away. A moment here from the south side to take a look at the Pale Hose starting lineup in this one. Who do you have your eye on, Dan?
You know, I'm really impressed with Yoan Moncada. He's really had a heck of a year in the power categories, slugging over 500 coming into this one. That means almost every time he's hitting the ball, he's hitting it hard somewhere. Should be fun to watch.
And the next to bat will be Tim Anderson, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1, looking to get on base and keep this first inning alive. The windup and the 0-1. Hit high and deep to right center. Chasing after it is Maybin. He can't get there in time, and now it hops over the wall for a ground rule double.
Hey, there's a hard hit ball that was going to be down for extra bases. The ball had some spring on it, and it bounced over the wall, and the ground rule double puts him on second base without having to leg it out.
Edwin Encarnacion to the plate now, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike.
Have to find a way to get that guy home from second now. Never know how important these early runs can be.
Anderson stands at second with 2 gone. High and deep down the left field line. And this is going to wind up a foul ball. A pause, and the 0-2. Bounced softly in front of the plate. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Danger averted following the 2-out double. An inning in the books, no score on the show. New inning set to get underway, and stepping up as the shortstop, Niko Goodrum.
Niko Goodrum.
Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. Lined into right, a base hit.
No mistake what he was sitting on. Fastball, middle of the plate, kept his hands back, stayed through the baseball, and delivers a hard hit line drive.
So that'll bring up Jonathan Schoop as he will take a fastball in there at the knees for strike one. Today's contest is, of course, the finale of the series, and the home side has dominated so far. They've got the opportunity to complete the sweep with a win in this one.
This team going for the sweep is looking for some home cooking. It's always nice to win a series, but particularly nice when you can sweep a series at home.
Schoop, who's nicknamed Mamba, his contract is set to expire at the end of this season, so he may end up hitting the market this winter.
Hey, this guy has been an absolute solid player his entire big league career, and I expect him to have a ton of suitors come this offseason.
Nobody out, runner on first. Grounded back up the middle to second for one, on to first, and they turn the double play.
Batting seventh, the left fielder, number 14.
So base is empty now after the double play, and next it'll be the outfielder, Christin Stewart. First pitch of the at-bat. Now a good pitch around the knees, but it doesn't quite catch the bottom of the zone. And they were able to put up double digits in the runs column yesterday, so a similar performance from the lineup would give them a good chance at least at a series sweep.
Listen, it's hard in this day and age with all the quality pitching to put up double-digit runs like they did yesterday. They'd certainly like to have some of those back if they could and add them to today's box score.
And it certainly helps when you're throwing your ace on the mound in the series finale. Can't ask for much more than that.
One of the keys when you show up to the ballpark and you're going for a sweep, you look at that lineup card, you see your ace pitcher is on the mound. You have to feel awfully good about your chances to complete the sweep.
And it's fouled away.
I think for every player, for every former player, that swing right there is the reason we need to extend the netting without question. Want the fans to be safe.
Now a check swing, but that's in there for strike three anyway, and the inning is over. Tigers failed to make any noise. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. So here's the slugging first baseman Jose Abreu now. And as you take a look at the splits here, he's actually better against right-handed pitching this season. Now here's the pitch. And that's in there for strike one.
That's a tough pitch for a batter. If you're not expecting it, you'll end up with half a bat after you swing.
And he couldn't pull that one back as he clearly broke the plane to the plate, and that'll be ruled a strike. And the pitch. Skied into very shallow right. Maybin on the run, and he tracks it down. Nice play for the first out.
Batting fifth.
All right, guys, here's a defensive alignment for the Detroit Tigers. Hey, let's focus on Cameron Maybin in the outfield. One of the more dynamic outfielders in our sport. He's able to cover a ton of ground, gap to gap. I almost feel like he's playing left center to right center. He's not playing center field. He's got it all covered, bailing the other guys out, and not shabby with the offensive tool either.
That batting average hovering in the high 230s. 10 home runs and 25 driven in. Now the 0-1. And right into the shift. Glove by Cabrera. And very quickly there, they're two gone to start the inning.
Batting seventh, The left fielder, Leury Robert.
In now, Luis Robert. Here's the first pitch to him.
Hey!
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Stewart will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. It's quite possible the humidity has finally taken its toll on some of the fans. More to come on the show Sunday Baseball after this. Standing in, Austin Romine, and the home-away splits tell us he's actually quite a bit better hitting on the road than he is at home. First pitch of the at-bat.
1-0.
The 1-0. Drilled right back up the middle, and this will find its way into center field for a leadoff single.
There's a hard hit ground ball. Pitcher not able to get a glove on it. Hard single up the middle.
Yeah, watch your lips right there, Dad. Sent it back right where it came from.
The next batter, Jeimer Candelario, as he rips it on the ground to second. There's one on to first, and it's another double play. Already two of them here in the first 3 innings so far.
Now batting, the 17th.
When a glove toss is executed successfully, it's a thing of beauty. When it fails, boy, does it look ugly. Here we get to see a great example of it to begin a double play. Quick and accurate with the flip, and they get the 2 outs.
Digging in, Victor Reyes. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. First offering on its way. And a called strike on the corner. He didn't like that call. I don't blame him. Third inning, no score to this point. Circle change and a beauty. It's 0-2.
Hey, back-to-back, same pitch, same spot. Don't be shocked if he goes right back out there. If I'm a hitter, that's where I'm sitting. Everyone would think he wants to go somewhere else. He might go right exactly to the same spot.
1 ball.
And he goes up the ladder on him, but he lays off 1-2. Now the pitch. And an off-speed pitch swung on and missed, and with that, the side is retired. Tigers are shut down there. Home half of the third coming up. No score.
Welcome back. The White Sox are set to hit here in the 3rd inning, and hit is something that they've done very well this season. At the start of the day, they're one of the top teams in the league in terms of slugging percentage, which really indicates that this is in no way a group to be taken lightly when swinging the bats. As one coach told me earlier, we're fortunate to have a lot of talent in our lineup, but even more importantly, we have guys that are willing to put in the work day in and day out to get better. Now that work is translating into a lot of extra base hits, guys.
Leading off.
All right, Heidi, thank you.
The second baseman, Mendick.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And that's high for a ball, 1-0.
Ball 1, no strike.
Now a ball lined to the left side, but foul. Now a swing and a miss, and he's behind 1-2. And a good bite to that slider as he swings through it for the first out of the inning. Good job of making him chase a pitch for the strikeout there.
Yeah, Matt, that's the advantage of getting ahead in the count. You can really force hitters to expand their zone and protect. And when they're in that mode, getting them to go after a pitch they can't do much with becomes a lot easier.
To the plate now, Engel. He'll try to bunt his way on as he gets this one down. This gets foul. It's 0-1. Bottom of inning number 3, 0-0 our score. Barely able to make contact. Down 0-2 now. Nothing in 2 count and the pitch. And there's a base hit on the line.
The center fielder, number 28, Leury Garcia.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Leury Garcia. First time up, he went down looking.
And Matty, it was a pretty nasty breaking ball that buckled this guy. That has to be in the back of his mind as he walks to the plate right here. Has to protect against looking foolish again on the off speed.
Before the first pitch, a check at first, and the runner back safely. Perhaps wisely, another look to first. Runner back safely. Another throw over, and he just manages to get his hand in. Here's the first pitch to him.
Oh, that's in.
And he watches a called strike as this one bears in on him. 1-1. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Stewart is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first.
Up next to Chicago, the third baseman, Yoan Moncada.
So a runner at first with 2 away, and that'll bring up the former top prospect as a minor leaguer, Yoan Moncada.
He's going.
From the stretch. Strike taken. The throw is going to be far too late. That's a stolen base.
That's a great call from the dugout to put the runner in motion that time. With 2 outs and a good hitter at the plate, it's a pretty low-risk play. If he's out, you still got the same good hitter leading off the next inning. But if he's safe, he's in scoring position and a lot easier to drive in.
Now a pickoff play at second. 2 out here and a runner at second. And he lays off for ball 1.
That one looked like it could easily have gone the other way. There's a big difference between 0-2 and 1-1, but now this next pitch probably becomes the biggest of the at-bat.
1-1 the pitch. Called strike on the inside, and he can't believe it at the plate. It's 1-2 now. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way.
2-2.
Don't be surprised if he gets another back foot slider right here. Don't think for a second, just because he took the first one, that this pitcher won't come back exactly the same way.
Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. Hit out towards second. And that is into right field, a base hit. The throw to the plate, and not in time as the run scores.
Hey, there's a good job of battling right there, D-Roll. Pitcher had the advantage with 2 outs, 2 strikes. You're 1 pitch away, and boy, what a terrific piece of hitting right there.
Yeah, that's a great job right there. Some guys are not afraid to hit with 2 strikes. They'll take that pitcher deep in the count, feeling comfortable about it. That's the type of hitter this guy is, and he was able to come through.
And that'll bring up the shortstop, Tim Anderson, as he'll take a look at ball 1. A runner on first with 2 away. Fastball, and that thing got up there at 95 miles an hour, a ball and a strike. A 1-1. Grounded weakly down the line toward third, but a foul ball, 1-2 now. From the belt, the pitch. A swing and a miss on a ball way outside the strike zone, and the inning is over. So a run on 2 hits, no errors, and a man left. On now to the top of inning number 4. White Sox on top, 1-0. All set for the start of the 4th, and standing in is the veteran outfielder, Cameron Maybin.
Cameron Maybin.
First pitch of the at-bat.
I know it's cliche and it's tired at times, but a well-located fastball down at the knees is still the best pitch in the game.
And that's inside off the plate with the fastball. It's 1-1. Changes up on him, but that's in the dirt for a ball.
Well, we all know he's not the greatest threat with the bat up there. His numbers certainly aren't that pretty, but hey, I give him credit. He's really working the count right here.
And a 2-1 slider is looked at for a called strike 2. Started to go. Did he hold up in time? Yes, says the first base umpire. It's ball 3 now. Fly ball out to straightaway right. Engel is there, 1 away.
Now batting, the first baseman, Miguel Cabrera.
So 1 away, and that'll bring in Miguel Cabrera. First delivery to him on the way. Both clubs with 3 hits in the ballgame. Check swing, but he held up in time. Ball 1. And a half swing here, but this is in there for a called strike 2. Slow little roller to third. Moncada fields it cleanly. Throw on to first will take care of Cabrera for the 2nd out.
Up next for the Tigers, the designated hitter, Cron.
Striding forward now is the DH, Cron. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Loud contact there, but it's well foul. 2 out, nobody on. And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball. Here's a shot to left field and deep. Look at this. Gone. A solo home run for C.J. Cron. 19th home run for him on the season as the Tigers have made this a 1-1 ball game.
I can tell you one thing. You might get away with throwing a ball in that location in the minor leagues, but when you get one up like that in the zone right over the plate against these guys, you're going to get exactly what he got, a really bad result.
Now, Niko Goodrum.
Niko Goodrum.
Here's another one that's drilled. This one to left. And it's out of here. Back-to-back 2-out home runs. A solo shot here to left. Home run number 9 on the year. And it's given the Tigers a 2-1 lead.
Another excellent swing right there. That's multiple home runs in the same inning. Watch yourself. You're missing over the heart of the plate.
Here's Jonathan Schoop now. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. The 1-0 home. It is a fastball in off the plate for a ball. 2 runs, 5 hits, and no errors in the ball game for the Tigers. He swings and crushes it. Oh my, there is no doubt about this one, and they've done it again. Back-to-back-to-back home runs. Jonathan Schoop with a solo shot, number 11 for him on the season, and with it, the Tigers have been staked to a 3-1 lead. Well, that was this lineup's 3rd homer of the game.
Dan, they're absolutely not going to cover off the ball. I'm curious to get your take on this. I didn't find it to be the truth. I didn't mind hitting at night, but a lot of guys say they see the ball better during the day.
You know what's funny, D-Row, is I preferred to pitch in night games as opposed to day games. I always thought it was advantage to the hitter, and so far that looks like it's the case in this one right here. They must be seeing the ball really well because they're just absolutely smoking the baseball right now.
Fouled off. The 1-1. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. So they get 3 runs here, all coming via solo home runs. On now to the bottom half of inning number 4. Tigers are out in front, 3-1. Stepping in, Edwin Encarnacion. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
Behind on that one, now behind in the count, 0-1. Here's the pitch.
1 ball, 1 strike.
That's a good take on a fastball out of the zone. Hey, I get it. He's looking for a ball to drive, but that ball was a little bit too far up in the zone. That's one you normally pop right up.
Yeah.
In for a strike, and he jumps ahead 1-2 now. Outside and low that time. Now it's 2 balls and 2 strikes. The count is full, 3-2 to the White Sox DH. Jose Abreu waits on deck. The 3-2 pitch. Breaks his bat as this one's popped up. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
Now batting.
So with one away, let's punch up the graphic and show you the pitch speed comparison for the two starters here in the fourth inning. And we've got two guys bringing some serious gas for you, as you see there. Top speeds 96 and 97. Ready now for the White Sox, Jose Abreu. Here comes the first pitch.
Man, this guy's been incredibly efficient so far in this one, mostly because he's getting ahead. 70% of the batters he's faced, he's thrown a first pitch strike to.
Behind 0-2 now. 3-1 is our score here in inning number 4. Tried to get him to go after the slider, but it's 1-2.
Classic strikeout pitch right there on 0-2. It's the one we know he loves going to, but great recognition to lay off in that spot.
Just a bit low. Tough call, but it's 2-2.
Hey, expect a challenge right here. Does not want to run the count full.
Fouled away. One run on 3 hits and no errors so far for the White Sox. And he fouls this one off. Another one sent foul. And he can only battle for so long as he's finally set down here after an 8-pitch at-bat. Digging in the switch hitter, Yasmani Grandal. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far.
Yeah, Matty, and it looked like a sinker in his last AB that got him to roll over. Kind of similar situation.
Meanwhile now, this ball's trouble as it looks like it'll be good for extra bases. And he'll make it to second base now with 2 gone. Well, fans love a lot of offense, and that's what they're getting here, Dan.
You said it, Matty. That's 10 hits in this game between the two teams already. Got to tell you, as a pitcher, this is a little painful for me to watch.
Into the box now, Luis Robert, as he'll take one up in the zone, but indeed in the strike zone for the first strike. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Hit on the ground to third, right to him. And nothing will come of the 2-out double as the inning is over. White Sox leave 1. Score holds. It's 3-1. Digging in to try it again, Austin Romine. And Dan, I'm sure the starter on the mound would like to hit the rewind button on that last inning.
Oh, no doubt about that, Mac. That was a really rocky frame, but clearly not enough to chase him from this game. We'll see if he's still shaking a bit or if he's able to put this behind him.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Good setup, and the circle change hits this spot. 0-1. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
Although he doesn't use that pitch too much, if he's able to steal some strikes early in the count, could be something they have to think about.
And he popped him up. Back into foul territory behind first. And this will not be caught. It's a foul ball. The 0-2 once more. Misses. That's ball 1.
That's a great job of holding up right there. You have 2 strikes on you. You're trying to protect the plate. It's difficult to not get super aggressive at the plate.
Hit hard on the ground to second. He's got it. And the fifth inning will start with a ground out, one away.
Up next for the Tigers, the third baseman, Jeimer Candelario.
One out now here in the Tiger fifth inning. And into bat next, it'll be Jeimer Candelario. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. There's the circle change, and a dandy that time as he jumps ahead with strike one. And it's quickly 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Fastball well outside.
Hey, I get it. He wants to set up that breaking ball down and away, but that 0-2 fastball wasn't even close.
The 1-2.
Yep, that ball went out.
Hey, started this guy backwards, couple of off-speed pitches early, followed by back-to-back heaters. He can go either way he wants to go right now.
The 2-2. He's at the knees and called strike 3.
I'll tell you, he's showing no signs of tiring right now. Still looks razor sharp from what I can tell, so I think he might last a while longer if he can keep this up.
Reyes.
Into the box, Victor Reyes. As the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike 1. For the current campaign, Reyes is slugging just a little over 400. Not a huge threat, but he can certainly square one up on occasion. Popped up. And Moncada brings it in to retire the side. 3 up, 3 down for Detroit. And it's still 3-1. Welcome back for the bottom of the 5th. Here's Heidi Wackney.
Thanks, Matt. I had a chance to talk with White Sox manager Rick Renteria between innings about his thoughts on his lineup's performance. And he told me he's pretty unhappy with their discipline at the plate in this one. He said they've been chasing at pitches out of the zone all game, which obviously doesn't usually lead to good results. Until they start being more selective with their swings, he said they will continue to struggle.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks. Leading off the inning, Danny Mendick, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Things not looking very good so far in this one, but we're still in the middle innings. They're down by a couple of runs, and this would be the right place and the right time to get something going. The last thing they want to do is to try to come from behind and win this one in the 8th or 9th inning.
Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Try to bunt his way on base here, but this will roll foul. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Hard hit to first. And a good effort on the dive that time, but this will get by him for a base hit.
Hey, don't sleep on first base. I know they call third base the hot corner, but there's some bullets hit down that way too. Good effort on the dive right there, but batter singles.
At the plate, Adam Engel. He singled and scored in his first appearance in this one. Now a throw over, and he'll dive back in safely. First pitch on its way.
Nope, that's down.
Looked like the sinker there, dipped a little below the knees.
This is a tough guy to turn 2 on. It's got to be hit hard. If you're an infielder, you've got to catch it and get rid of it quickly.
Now a throw over to first. A dive, but he's back. 3-1 our score as we play inning number 5. 2-0.
This is why I love having athleticism and speed on your team. You can tell the runner on first base is certainly messing with the mechanics of the pitcher.
Now the 2-0 is swung on and missed, and that's strike one. The 2-1 home. Rolled slowly down the third baseline. And with his speed, forget it. It's an infield single.
Boy, that's what wheels can do for you, D-Roy. You can see this right here on this replay. He just simply outruns the White Rabbit. He just outruns the baseball.
Yeah, it's beautiful to watch. You know why? Because this is the one tool you can't teach. You can take countless ground balls. You can hit till your hands bleed. But if you got no wheels, newsflash, you got no wheels.
So now to the plate, Leury Garcia. Bunt attempt here as he gets this one down. And an off-balance throw is in time as he takes one away. Wow.
Now back, the third baseman, Yoan Moncada.
Digging in and looking for more, Yoan Moncada, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. He's set and the pitch. Yanked high and deep down the line in right. And it's a foul ball.
This is a situation where you have to step out of the box and tell yourself, my job is to get the runner in from third. It'd be nice to gap one and get them both in, but you want to take a little pressure off you offensively and just focus on being productive.
And this one bounds around against the wall. Now the relay home, but not in time as he's across with the run.
Man, if I was on the mound, I would not let this guy hurt me. He's been tearing the cover off the ball the entire series, and he drives two more in right here.
He is definitely a man on a mission, and he's making a huge impact. At the plate, Tim Anderson, as he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Line drive to left, but pretty much right at the left fielder as he takes it in for the second out.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Edwin Encarnacion.
Ready for another chance? Edwin Encarnacion, 0 for 2 for him to this point. First pitch coming. Here it is. And here's a fastball called for strike one. Comes set, the 0-1.
Well, you can see he's coming right at this guy, just pounding the ball in the strike zone. He certainly has the advantage now. This guy hasn't even swung the bat yet.
Here's the 0-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes, count.
Love the high heater right there to raise the hitter's sights. Let's see if he buries something in the dirt right here.
The set and the 1-2. And strike 3 called as he says, you got to be kidding me, with the side retired. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. We're through 5 here at the ballpark, and we are all tied at 3 apiece. Coming to the plate now, Cameron Maybin. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Cameron Maybin.
First offering on its way. Ball 1 as he lays off below the zone. The 1-0. It's laid off, but in there for strike 1. Outside, 2-1.
big sweeping breaking ball right there. A good pitch, but if he wants to get him to swing at it, he'll have to bring it in a little bit closer to the strike zone.
Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Garcia will slide over and put this one away, and that's out number 1.
Now batting, the first baseman, Miguel Cabrera.
The first baseman Miguel Cabrera stands in. 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game. Here it comes. Ran the circle change in on him. A ball and no strikes. A ball and a strike to Miguel Cabrera. Here's the 1-1. Down low, 2 balls and a strike. And it's fouled away. 1 out, nobody on. And another foul ball. Here now the 2-2. And a pitch down that swung on and sent to second base. Throw on to first will take care of Cabrera for the second out.
The batter, the designated hitter, C.J. Cron.
So that'll bring up C.J. Cron.
Yeah, in his last at bat, he hit a changeup out for a home run. So it'll be interesting this AB to see if they give him a steady diet of fastballs.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Left fielder is on the move. He's there to track it down, and that'll end the inning. Down in order go the Tigers. On to the bottom of inning number 6, tied 3 apiece. Jose Cisnero enters to do the pitching in the bottom of the 6th.
Number 67, Jose Cisnero.
Ready to go for the last half of the inning, and one of the more prolific RBI men in the league the last few years, Jose Abreu, will bat next. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. Nearly a big fly to start the inning. Instead, a foul ball. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Lays off the slider, and it's 1-1. Now here it comes. Checks his swing here, but he does so in time.
Oh, that's a tough call for Blue right there. Either way you call it, somebody doesn't like it. But hey, that's the life of an umpire.
The 2-1. It's a nice curveball at the knees, swung on and missed. Now a ball pulled hard but fouled off to the left.
Man, he was all over that changeup right there, just not able to keep it fair. That front shoulder leaked just a hair. He's got to regroup right here.
Slapped hard the opposite way, and a base hit, so the leadoff man is aboard.
Boy, it's so frustrating as a pitcher. You make a quality pitch on the inside half of the plate right there. Try to bust him in, D-Row, and he fights it off the other way.
Yeah, you tip your hat to the pitcher right there. He executed his pitch, but nice job by the offensive player fighting. It doesn't matter what it looks like. A knock's a knock.
And here's the switch-hitting catcher, Yasmani Grandal, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. A runner at first with no outs here. Fouled off. Swung on in the dirt, and that's a strikeout. And almost had him, but he's able to make it back to first safely.
Pretty standard pitch sequence right there. Just how you draw it up in a perfect world. Jump ahead 0-2, and then you toss a changeup in the dirt to get him to chase for a strikeout on 3 pitches. If only it were always that easy.
At the plate now, Luis Robert, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball one. No hits to this point. A 1-0 delivery. Line drive to center field. And that's in there, base hit.
Now back, second baseman, Mendick.
Standing in now, Danny Mendick, as he takes a called strike at the knees. It's 0-1. A hit in 2 tries for him so far. Hit down the line at first, but that'll get foul. It's 0-2 now. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. And he wastes a fastball high there, 1-2.
High fastball right there with a 2-strike count. You know what that might be doing? Setting up the next pitch. Could be that hard slider down and away. Something breaking down and away off the plate.
A swing and a miss for out number 2, and a ball he had no chance of making contact with.
I think he had his mind made up. He was swinging the bat and trying to protect before the ball even left the pitcher's hand. That pitch wasn't even close. He would have needed a flagpole to hit that one.
Into the box now, Adam Engel, as he'll take a breaking ball too low, and it's 1-0. 2 hits and 2 trips for him thus far. One and 0. Here it is.
What a great opportunity to come through right here. 2-0 count, runners on base. Find something middle of the plate and let it rip.
The 2-0.
That's a ball.
2 on, 2 out with the base open here as a pitcher. You have to be awful careful. You just don't want to groove something here and give this guy a pitch and he can hit one out of the park on.
Here's the 3-0. And no doubt about this one. It's in there, 3-1.
3-1 with 2 on, and this is where you got to be geared up for something to drive. I don't think you can just groove him one right here. You still have to try to make a competitive pitch.
Too close for comfort, and he did a good job just to make contact. Ready with the payoff pitch. Hit out towards second. Taken in by Schoop. Throw on to first, and the White Sox come up with nothing as the inning is over. White Sox strand a couple. 6 innings are in the books. Score holds at 3-3. Jimmy Cordero is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7.
Number 50.
7th inning ready to roll, and coming forward now is the shortstop, Niko Goodrum.
And that last at-bat when he went deep, he turned around a pretty good fastball, so I'm kind of thinking this guy's a good fastball hitter, so I might want to move that ball up and down and in and out and try not to throw it right down the middle of the plate.
Here's Here's the 0-1. And look out as this one catches him, and a big mistake there as now the go-ahead run is aboard to lead off the inning.
Well, he might be feeling a little bit of a sting there, but he can take comfort in knowing that he represents the go-ahead run. That could turn out to be a huge hit by pitch.
So a runner at first now with nobody out, and that'll bring up Jonathan Schoop to hit next.
It'll be interesting to see if they use that changeup in this at-bat. That last at-bat, that was a changeup he hit for a home run. I'm going to see if this time they...
A dive, and he knocks it down. And there is some stick-to-itiveness as they still manage to get the out at first. What a play.
Now batting, number 14.
Next up for Detroit, Christin Stewart. He lined out in his last trip, so looking for better fortunes here.
Yeah, Matty, but as he walks to the plate right here, he feels good building off that last AB. He hit that ball on the screws.
Starts him out with a sinker that's inside, 1-0. Go-ahead runs in scoring position here with one away. That evens it up, 1-1. On the ground, back up the box, and it'll get through into center field, a base hit. And the go-ahead run will score from second as they've taken the lead here in the late going.
Boy, those have to feel really good, Dero. You get late in the game, you come up with a big RBI base hit right here to give your team the lead.
Yeah, no one remembers that ground ball with eyes in the top of the second inning. You want to show up when the game is on the line. Can you quiet your emotions down, take the crowd out of it, and slow yourself down enough to come through? And that's exactly what he did.
In now, Austin Romine. Fouled away. He's 1 for 2 in this one. A great job of changing speeds there. It's 0-2.
Great pitch in that situation. If he makes contact on that one, more than likely he's hitting into a double play.
The 0-2 pitch.
The count is 1-2.
Runners on first with one down. Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one. The 1-2.
I got the count 2-2.
This is in the air out to straightaway center. Garcia is there, 2 gone.
Now batting, the third baseman, Jeimer Candelario.
Stepping up now, Jeimer Candelario. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Reined in. Abreu will take this one over to first, and with that, the inning ends. So 1 run on 1 hit, no errors, and a runner left. On now to the bottom of inning number 7. Tigers lead this one 4-3. Gregory Soto gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home 7th.
Number 65, Gregory Soto.
Last half of the 7th here, and coming forward the veteran outfielder Leury Garcia.
This thing's far from over, even though we're moving into the back end of this game. Only down by 1. All they need to do is get this leadoff guy, and they're an extra base hit away from tying this thing up.
Ball 1 to start the at-bat. The 1-0. And he fouls this one off. The 1-1.
Ball 2.
Down by a run, your guy needs to get on any way he can. His mentality has to be to shrink this strike zone to like the size of a soup can. No reason to swing at a pitcher's pitch.
Swing and a flare hit toward right. Schoop onto the grass. He gets to it and makes the catch for the first out.
That's exactly what they wanted out of that pitch up in the zone. They took him up the ladder, and he couldn't get up to it. So that was an easy pop-out. Well-executed pitch there.
Coming to the plate now, Yoan Moncada. He drove in 2 with a double in his last at-bat.
Well, he got a good pitch to hit last time up. Looked for it up in the zone and didn't miss it. Those are the pitches you only get. Maybe once an AB, maybe once a game, maybe once a week. So he certainly capitalized on it last time. Don't expect too many more high fastballs in this one. He is known for his sinker, keeping the ball on the ground.
The windup and the 0-1.
Hey, it looks like this guy's going to work in the upper part of the strike zone. It'll be interesting to see if this lineup can adjust to the way he pitches.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. We're in the 7th inning now of a 4-3 ball game. Maybe trying to back him up a bit there with the fastball.
Just missed with that heater, but even if he wanted to swing, I don't think he could have caught up to that one.
The 1-2 is laid off for ball 2. Fly ball out to straightaway right. Maybin on the run. But he's not going to get there, and he's headed for extra bases again. And there's your tying run at second base with a 1-out double.
You'd think they'd stop pitching to this guy by now. He's been torching them all weekend, and he stays hot here with another extra base hit. They'll be happy when this series is over, so they don't have to deal with this dude anymore.
So now to the plate, Tim Anderson. As he'll look at a changeup that drops below the knees for ball 1. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. A 1-0 delivery. Scorched to third. Scooped up on to first, and there were 2 down.
Up next to Chicago, the designated hitter,
Edwin Encarnacion now. Not much in the way of productivity from him so far, but he's got a chance to come through here in a crucial spot.
Yeah, it's time now that he has to put the rest of those bats behind him, because none of that matters if he can clutch up when it really counts.
Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. Line, that's a base hit into left field. Now a long throw home. The tag, and he's safe. And this ball game is tied here in the 7th.
You know, Dero, in today's game, it's not easy scoring in the late innings, so that RBI base hit to tie things up, that comes at a really good time.
Yeah, I say it's not easy. They got 11 guys in the bullpen, and I don't think a guy throws under 97 miles an hour.
Buck Farmer takes over pitching duties, looking to get that final out now here in this 7th inning.
Buck Farmer.
So here's Jose Abreu as he will take strike one on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. Oh, 1. Here's the pitch. Skied into straightaway right. Maybin is there. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. Sox get a run here on 2 hits. 8th inning coming up, and we are tied 4-4. Jay Spry has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th. Victor Reyes will be the first one to greet him as he'll have to turn around and bat from the right side of the plate here. Pitch on the way.
Ball. Ball 1, no strike.
Now the 1-0. Finds the zone, strike 1. Fry is adjusting to the new normal as MLB now mandates that relievers reach the end of an inning or face 3 or more batters before being replaced. And for a one-time lefty specialist like this, that's a big change. Line down the left field line. But this will be foul. As mentioned earlier in the broadcast, this game has the potential to result in a series sweep, but of course with a tie game on our hands, that is no foregone conclusion.
Never easy to sweep. This is one of those teeter-totter games, back and forth as we're tied going into the back end of this game right now. It'll be interesting to see how this one plays out. Well, back in the day, you would hope your leadoff man can work a walk or leg out an infield single, but not in today's game. Now they expect the leadoff hitter to have a little pop, just like this guy. Nice leadoff double.
Here's Cameron Maybin now as he'll get caught chasing a bad one there at strike 1. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Now the 0-1. Swing and a little blooper to center, and that's going to fall for a base hit. And the run is in to score from second.
Dan, you'll take RBIs any way you can get them, but when they give your team the lead in the late innings, man, that feels good.
Oh, it especially does, especially when you start to score runs late in the game off of quality pitching. When runs are at a premium, that's one makes you feel really good about yourself.
And that'll bring up the veteran Miguel Cabrera as he will take a fastball in there at the knees for strike 1. And for the opposition, wrapping this up and salvaging a win would at least make their trip out of here a little more pleasant.
This could be just what the doctor ordered. Nobody likes to get swept on the road, so winning this one could be big for building back team morale.
Oh, and he dusted him off the plate that time. Some mind games being played now. It's 1-2. The White Sox are looking for the sweep in this game, as we mentioned earlier, but trailing by 1, they're going to need to come from behind to do it.
This one's still well in striking distance. Only trailing by 1 going late on to the game. They just need a bloop and a blast or some kind of extra base hit. This one's far from over.
Now batting, designated hitter, Cron.
So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, C.J. Cron. And if you remember, I'm sure he does, he hit a round tripper back in the 4th. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. A swing by Cron, and it's hammered out to left field. Gone! A 2-run job for C.J. Cron, his second of the game, and it's now 7-4. Kelvin Herrera gets the call as he'll pitch with one gone in the top of the 8th.
Number 41, Kelvin Herrera.
Into the box now, Niko Goodrum. And Dan, after that home run, it looks like they might be able to end this losing streak that they've been mired in.
Yeah, and a win at this level feels really good, especially when it's been a while. They're on their way if they can play well the rest of the game.
First delivery to him on the way.
1-0.
Well above the letters with the fastball that time. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start making better pitches.
Yeah, just great approach. No one really chased today. Really stayed staunch on their ability to get that pitcher to come into the heart of the plate, and they did damage with it.
Now the 2-0 home.
Ball.
Jonathan Schoop waits on deck. Here it is, the 3-0. Slapped hard the opposite way. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
Well, I think it's safe to say the ice has melted on this guy. He had been cold coming into this game, but that being his third knock, I guarantee you my man's smiling on the inside.
At the plate, Jonathan Schoop. It's a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone. But it bends just foul into the second deck. Comes set and the 0-1. He takes the changeup the other way out toward right center. Long run for the right fielder. He's got it. A nice play there. 2 away.
Now batting, number 14.
So it's a runner at first with 2 men out, and that means Christin Stewart will dig in at the plate. From the belt, kicks and deals. Ball 1. And it's fouled away. 3 runs already home here. Fouled off again, and now he's in a 1-2 hole. From the belt, the pitch. Hit well on the ground to first. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. But they strike for 3 in the inning. 2 on this 2-run home run. We'll go to the bottom of the 8th. It's the Tigers 7 and the White Sox 4. Leading off the inning, Yasmani Grandal, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
Yasmani Grandal.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Too high, 1-0. There's a swing and a high deep drive headed for the right field corner. Nearly a big fly to start the inning. Instead, a foul ball. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Changed things up on him, and he got him to swing through it. 1-2 now. The pitch. Liner toward right center. And that's in for his second hit of the afternoon. And this one scoots all the way to the wall.
Hey, excellent job right there, leading off the inning with a base hit. We got to keep this line moving. We cannot stop. Nobody can make an out. We have to find a way to put 2 men, maybe 3 men, put some pressure on this defense.
Stepping in now, Luis Robert, as he'll watch a slider that runs out of the strike zone away for ball 1. Last time through was a base hit. Now the 1-0 is a fastball that misses.
All you want is the leadoff man to get on to start a big inning, maybe get a big rally going to claw your way back into this ball game.
Too high, and it's 3-0.
I love the ability to hold up right there, especially with count leverage. I know you want to get aggressive in the strike zone, but he was able to notice that that wasn't his pitch.
3-1 the count now. And this is down at the knees, but called a strike. Wow, it's 3-2 now. That misses. So a single and a walk, and it's first and second with nobody out.
Always tough to issue a free pass, but especially troublesome when you give up a single right before that to start the inning. We'll see if he can figure out a way to wiggle out of this.
Stepping into the box, Danny Mendick, who represents the potential tying run if he can launch one or find a way around the bases.
Yeah, Matt, I kind of doubt he's thinking about going yard, even though that would be the best result they could hope for. He's not a long ball threat, and he knows it, so he could just be looking for some way to keep that line moving.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. And a high strike there, 0-1.
That was a pretty good fastball after he walked the hitter previous. There was a little angry on that heater.
None out, runners at first and second. Into the corner and slicing foul. Hit sharply on the ground. And that's through into left, a base hit. And no sense risking anything here as the bases will be loaded now with still nobody out.
Boy, Dero, we're looking at a big inning right here with that single. Bases are loaded, yet no runs have scored in this inning.
Yeah, and that's exactly what that pitcher wants you to think. You have to eliminate the noise, Dan. Just try and drive in the guy from third base. Don't put pressure on yourself that you have to get everyone in with one swing of the bat. Pass the baton and keep the line moving.
And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike 1.
0-1.
Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike.
Sometimes guys get a little less aggressive pitching with a couple of runners on base, but not here. That was 2 good fastballs to take control of the bat and get the count to 0-2.
And he gets him swinging. What a big out there, as there is now 1 away.
Really important time for a strikeout there, guys. Tying run at first, so objective number 1 is straining him on base. And now with 1 out, it becomes a lot more difficult to manufacture that run.
To the plate now, Leury Garcia. A ball and no strikes. Lifetime in this matchup, he's 0 for 5. Bases are loaded with only 1 out. Swung on and missed on a pitch at the thumbs. A ball and a strike.
That's just too much velocity upstairs to get good wood on it. It's going to have to lower his sights.
Fouled off. The 1-2 is offered at and missed. He chased it for strike 3.
That's a big strikeout there with the tying run over at first base. Now, with 2 outs, it becomes a lot more difficult to manufacture that guy home. Probably need a ball in the gap to give him a chance.
Next to bat will be the Cuban import Yoan Moncada, as he takes a fastball off the plate for a ball 1-0. 1-0. Here it is. Oh, and here's a drive. Well hit out to straightaway center. And he will get there to make the running play, and that will end the inning. White Sox will strand 3. They're on the short end of a 7-4 score. Eloy Jimenez will stick around as he'll take over in right field.
Number 74, Eloy Jimenez.
Alex Colome enters from the pen to start the 9th inning, as he'll try to keep the score right where it is heading to the bottom of the 9th. All set to start the 9th in this one, and that'll bring in the veteran catcher, Austin Romine. First delivery to him on the way. Lays off 1-0.
Count 1-0.
Now the pitch. Drilled to first. Fielded by Abreu, and he'll step on first himself for the out.
Now batting, the third baseman, Jeimer Candelario.
So coming to the plate, Jeimer Candelario. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Fouled away. Set to deliver the 0-1. And he fouls this one off. Colome rarely finds himself in much trouble out of the bullpen, at least in terms of giving up base hits. He's proven to be a tough guy to barrel up. Looking to put him away. Here's the 0-2.
Ball inside.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. Fastball, strike 3 called, as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away. Pretty clear he didn't like the call there on the outside part of the plate, but probably too good to take, and he's down on strikes for the 2nd time.
Yeah, that pitch was right on the black. Beautiful pitch. And even if we had robot umps, he'd still be out. But the only difference would be he wouldn't be able to complain about it.
Standing in now, Victor Reyes. As he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. The windup and the 0-1. And he jumps at a changeup, a swing and a miss. And on 0-2, he misses with a fastball.
Boy, that's a tough pitch to lay off right there, just out of the strike zone. But listen, when you're a 300 hitter, you don't chase a lot of those so-called pitcher's pitches. This guy knows the strike zone.
Oh, and he has some trouble with it.
Infielders are taught from the time they hold the glove that you've got to play the ball and not let the ball play you. You can see here that this one just ate him up, and he couldn't recover in time.
Digging in, Cameron Maybin. He's 1 for 4 for the game. Here's the first pitch to him. The cutter runs outside, ball 1. He's ready. Here's the 1-0. Popped him up. Anderson is there to make the catch, and the side is retired. So it's no runs on no hits, 1 error, and a runner left stranded. Nothing for the Tigers in the 9th. Last chance now for the White Sox. They're down 3. It's 7-4. Joe Jimenez enters the game to finish this one off here in the bottom of the 9th.
Number 77, Joe Jimenez.
Now at the plate, Tim Anderson. He'll lead things off here as we play the bottom of the 9th.
Hey, not impossible, but highly improbable. Even when you're at home to score 3 runs off a closer like this guy, they've got the work cut out for him.
Oh, and he leaves the fastball up there. Mistake in location. He is going to pay for it dearly as that ball is sent over the wall. A home run. Solo shot here to left, number 14 on the season, and that lead is trimmed to 7-5 here.
Boy, this guy's hot right now. Hit a bomb yesterday and hit another tape measure shot today. When he gets hot, he hits them in bunches. This could be the beginning of one of those extended hot streaks.
In now, Edwin Encarnacion, as he'll try to hold back on the swing, but he went around for the first strike. He steps in off a base hit in his last at-bat. A 1 pitch on its way. Now this one is blasted to left field, and there's no doubt about it. Back-to-back jacks. A solo shot here to left, and it's now a 1-run game, 7-6 now. At the plate now, Jose Abreu. As he'll take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike 1. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Oh, and 1 count, and the pitch. Swung on and hit in the air again, deep down the left field line. And a big sigh of relief on the mound as that nearly tied it, but this ball is foul. And they really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out.
Really good pitch right there. So you're moving the ball all around the strike zone, and then what do? You come in. That's a hard pitch for any hitter to do anything with. Just really makes it difficult to get that bat head out.
Here's the catcher, Yasmani Grandal, as the changeup to him drops in there for the first strike. 2 hits in 4 attempts to this point. This one's blooped out toward right center field. Schoop onto the grass. He's got it. A nice play there. 2 away.
Now batting, left fielder, Leury Robert.
So digging in now, Luis Robert. It was a walk in his last trip. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Now the slider gets the call in the bottom part of the zone. Gets a good piece of it there, but this is foul off toward the third base coaching box. The White Sox down to their last strike. And he strikes him out to end it here as they were able to get the possible tying run to the plate but could not cash in.
Yeah, if that relief performance were a car, it would have had some wobbly wheels on it. He gave up a couple of runs, but he still gets the save, getting that shaky car across the finish line after all.
And this afternoon's closes at a one-run game, 7-6 today. The Tigers came through late, taking the lead in the 8th to secure the victory. Buck Farmer earns his 3rd win of the year in relief. Joe Jimenez closes the door for the save, his 12th of the season. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
Here now is our final line score this afternoon. First for the victorious Tigers, 7